We have week 3 of Rdfl. We have the number 2 Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the unranked, new to the league LSU Tigers. This should be a good one as we are getting ready to start here. Thank you all for tuning in here to this game. Just worrying about who's on what team, and we need we're just waiting for them to get a fourth. All right. So, while we wait, let me just make sure my levels are good. Oh, no, not even close to good. There we go. That is more like it. All right. Now we actually have the right volume. Let me just turn the lights here. They just need one more player. Obviously, this will be forced. The minimum is 5v5. I am allowing a 4v5, though, however, for this game. So, while we wait for this to start up here, let me just explain this matchup. LSU, new to the league, they are just inheriting an 0-2 record. I forgot to add the records onto the scoreboard, but that is okay. We will do that next time. This season is 6 weeks, and we are in week 3. Alright, looks like we might be... Bro, where is lookup? So they're going to have a walk-on from the other team. And it looks like we are finally ready to get this thing started up. So they're going to have a walk-on from the other team. And it looks like we are finally ready to get this thing. So this could end up being huge. This is a huge game. If LSU loses, I don't want to say they are completely out of it. But, I mean, 0-3, new to the league, you'd have something to prove, as this one is picked off to open up the game. He's going to take this one to the 20, try to hurdle, but he is slammed down to the ground. What a start to the game for Cage. The number 2 Mississippi State Bulldogs scrambling to start, even get enough players. And the first play of the game, they throw a pick and give it to LSU at inside the red zone. Looking to throw. He's got an open man, will not throw it for some reason. He's looking. He's got all day. Remember, he can't run it over the middle. It's caught for the touchdown. LSU takes an early lead. I am going to have to swap out the scores, I know. Excuse me for that. I obviously can't just know the score before the game even starts. So, the field goal makes it a 7-point game to open up the game. 24 seconds into the game. And already the number 2 team at a deficit. Remember, just top 2 teams make the national championship, but that is the only playoffs. For just season 1, it will expand next season. But for now, teams are gonna have to play their best because you have to get top 2. There are only 6 teams. But so far, I'd say contenders are pretty much everyone in the league if they can get active and start winning. Mississippi State is in a good spot. They are the only team that is active and that has not lost, as they throw this one up, caught for the 46-yard gain. Rowan looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. It's caught for the touchdown. So Mississippi State responds with a quick touchdown. And to make this thing a tie game, just 1 minute into this game, it is up and good. We're all knotted up at 7. They're going to get so mad when they see that command. They're going to return this one. He's going to try to cut back. Gets to the 26. They're going to let the play clock run all the way down. Looking to throw. Got a burn. You got a slant over the middle. You got another burn to the left. They're going to let this one go. Tight burn and is overshot and incomplete. I am working on getting the link sent out to the entire league once I find enough time to be able to do that. Looking to throw. Got Accolade on the slant. Went to the combine earlier today. Played a little bit of QB. Didn't look bad. Look at the throw. Got a burn up the middle. Will he hit it? He'll throw it, but it is way overshot and incomplete. Thank you to everyone for tuning in so far. Got the slant completed. And he's going to get good yards. He's going to cut it up. Makes a man miss. Cuts inside. Spin move again. 2 spin moves. And he's going to take this one to the barn. What a move! Oh my goodness! Cage, what a play there! Make this one a 7-point lead here. And he won the kick. It's up, and it's good. So no turnover so far. LSU, the first play of the game, turnover, and since then, 3 straight scores overall. Kickoff, end over end, returns this one from about the 5. Tries to cut up field, only gets to the 21. Hold on, I'm just saying something out. Okay. So 3rd and 15 here for Mississippi State. Double rush, looking to throw, hits the sideline. It is caught by Lookup, and they're going to take him down. 17-yard gain. They'll move the sticks, though. ZZ looking. Not much. Still looking. Has the slant. They're going to throw this one deep, and it's picked off by LSU, and they have a chance to take a 2-score lead. Looking, they cannot run it here, remember. Only Mississippi State can run. They do have a burn deep. Will they throw it or will they hit the open slant? They're going to hit the burn up the middle. It is just overshot. LSU looking good here in their first game. When did LSU join the league? You own it, you should know. They just joined this week. They inherited an 0-2 record because, they can't just get, an 0-0 record because that would just mess things up. As they get a 38-yard gain, LSU does, for a first down. So we just started them at 0-2. But really, anyone in it for the Natty. Remember, top 2 teams have to make it. Mississippi State, the only undefeated team, as they throw this one up. And he's going to be down at the goal line. First down. LSU trying to pull the upset here, and they are looking good here. Mississippi State was scrambling to find players. And LSU's look good. They've recruited basically randoms off the street, But they're looking good. They hit the quick screen left. And it's in for the touchdown. They take a 2-touchdown lead here with 1 minute left in the first. This one is blocked, and that could loom large here in this game. But we will see. Receive this one from about the goal line. Trying to make something happen. Splits the middle hurdle. Gets to the 27. So Mississippi State trying to make a statement here. They've thrown 2 picks already. LSU has scored on all of their drives. Tries to hit the comeback to look up. Jumps over it. Yeah, anyone is 6 for 9 with 3 touchdown passes already. He has looked amazing in this game as he lobs this one. And it is a dime! And he's going to take this one to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Mississippi State! Although he's already thrown 2 picks, he is responding here. Move my mic down a little bit so you're not getting ear raped, you know. They're going to kick this one, and it is good. Already the second kick we've seen of the day that just gets, like, very little rotation, but it's right down the middle. This looks a little funky. So they're going to kick this one off. And he's going to receive this one. He's going to call the touchback, and they're going to get it at the 30-yard line. They have a running back lined up. They fake it. Looking to throw. They do fool one. They've got two receivers wide open left, but they decide to throw it downfield, and it is picked off by Lookup. And he's going to try to take this one all the way. He's going to try to hurdle anyone, but he's taken down at the 28. That was just not a good decision there by anyone. That is his first pick of the day, and just not a good one there. They do have a new QB started today. It's been ZZZ. Or ZZ was playing. They have Wave now. And he's going to be taken down as he throws. If the receiver had caught that, they would have lost about 3 yards. So it's a good thing it fell just short of the receiver. Gets a chip. Throws this one, and it is caught. And they're going to miss a tackle. What was that play? I have no idea what that was, but they almost got a touchdown. 1 second left in the quarter. They're going to hike it right before the quarter ends and throws it backwards, and that will be grounding. Who has the ball? So that'll be intentional grounding, a loss of yards. I did not know the exact spot. I'm not really too worried about that. It's FF2. And that one will be grounding again. It's got to get past the line of scrimmage for it to not be grounding. So ZZZ backed up to the 23. They had it at the 3. Grounding has killed this drive for them. Looking, and he's fumbled. Goes out of bounds. 11-yard loss. So now this is going to make a long field goal. They could punt it. They're going to kick the field goal. And who is it? It is Wavy. Longest field goal in Rdfl. Longest attempt in the history. And it is good. So in just the early stages of Rdfl, we have a record. The record was 34 yards, and it is now, I believe 51 was that? Yep, 51 yards. They're going to return this one up the middle, and he's going to get back to the 20, and that's about it. Bro's not Cam Little. I'm sure that record will be broken by the end of this season. Probably by me. I don't want to be cocky, but I am like 11 for 11 on my kicks. I just haven't gotten a chance to kick that long, as this one is missed by the receiver. So LSU still has the lead. Rolling, looking. Lets this one go over the middle. And it is missed by the receiver again. 3rd and 15. No, shoot. Looking. Has a comeback. Tries to hit it, but it's picked off by Mississippi State. So back and forth. And oh my goodness, this game is turning out to be a pretty good one here in the early stages of this one. Looks like we're going to get a 5v5. Tosses this one up, and it's swatted. Rolling. Looking. Lets this one go over the middle. It's caught for the touchdown. Kick is up and good. Do they have 6? They're gonna return this one from inside the end zone about a yard deep. He's gonna he's gonna try to make something out of nothing. Loses a yard. Excuse me. So they're going to get flagged for too many men, and they're killing themselves with penalties. And oh my goodness, they missed a wide open receiver. Throws this one. Overshot. Third and 25. Looking. Good coverage so far. They have a slant. They have 2 slants. A wide open slant. Throws picked off! What just happened over... Okay, I'll let him watch, but if he picks off, that's... Okay. Was that... Did his own man swat it? ZZZ looking to throw. Throws almost picked off by LSU. They will not challenge it, though. They can challenge. Looking. Pushed back. Throws. And he's popped! And that'll bring him 4th down. And they're going to kick a 42-yarder. And Wavy's already kicked from 51. So it'll be a 7-point game. LSU gets it back. Down 7. Trying to make something happen. He's going to take off himself, and he's going to truck and get 6 yards. That is allowed. Running back handoffs are allowed in a force. It's just not keeping runs. Lets this one go over the middle. It is caught. 38-yard gain. .220 left in the first half. LSU has it down 7. Lets this one go. End zone. It is caught. Touchdown LSU. What a throw. What a play. To tie this one up. Anyone already had one of his kicks blocked. And it is good. So we are all knotted up with 2:13 left in the first half. Looking, he's got all day. I mean, he has 15 seconds to throw, but I'm not going to take that into account until inside 2, which we are now. But let's this one fly. It is caught for the touchdown! Oh my goodness, what a play. A long 80-yard touchdown for Mississippi State, and they reclaim the lead. Kick is up and good, and his kicks have been so weird today. Not sure what's going on. Might have to watch that. See if that's anything of interest. It probably will not. He's going to get to the 30 on the return. But have to keep a close eye on that, just in case. I had no idea there was a command for that. I don't know if there is. That's what we're going to find out eventually. Throws to Cage, and he's going to get good yardage here. Gets a block, and he's going to be taken down at the 34. Rolling left. Got a burn. Will he hit it? He'll try. It is... Throws. Incomplete. And this one is picked off by Wave. So he's looking. Launches this one deep downfield. And he's popped. They had it for the touchdown, but it's 2% fumbles. "47 seconds left in the first half. Looking. Good coverage deep downfield. Oh, he's going to drop on it. He was wide open for a second. He's going to let this one fly. He's caught for the touchdown! With 23 seconds left in the half. Got SOS with the long touchdown. Take a 14-point lead here. And it's good. Kicks this one off. And he's going to actually return this one. And he's going to not... Oh, he will get a block, a late block. But it'll work. He's going to return this one to the 40, to the 50. And he's taken down to the 49, and they are just 8 yards away from field goal range. Do they try to get in range this play, or are they going for the touchdown? This is going to be it. Picked off! There is 1 second left! "100% expect a Hail Mary, but we will see." Got one player AFK. Got a man open, but kind of worthless because they have a deep safety. He's just going to let this one fly. 3v1, and it is swatted away out of the back of the end zone. So, at halftime, our score is Mississippi State, number 2, 41, to an unranked LSU 27, trying to pull off the upset and stun the entire league. This is a monumental game for LSU. They are put into contention with a win here, pretty much. They lost. I'm not saying they're out of it, but they have some work to do if they lose. Mississippi State is still kind of comfortably in the Natty, but there's 3 games left, and anything can happen, as they're going to get a solid return all the way up to the 47 to start this one off. God all day, looking, lets this one go deep, and it's caught! 52-yard gain. They have a running back lined up, number 1. He's going to go in motion. They're going to hit the screen, and it's picked off! SOS with the pick. So MSU trying to take a decent lead. ZZZ is going to take off 18-yard gain. The most points Mississippi State has scored was 52 against Cincinnati to open up the season. They already have 41, and they still have 9 minutes left in this game to play. They just need 10 points. Looking. Hits the comeback. Completed. 17-yard gain. They do have a player that's AFK. So it is a 3v5. Hits the comeback. Oh, what a step back! Oh, he broke his ankles! 3-yard gain, all of that for 3 yards. However, it's a highlight reel play if he ends up being a leading rusher. Lets this one go over the middle, incomplete. 3rd down now. Defense needs to clamp up here. LSU trying to stay in this game. They very well can and are still in this game. Hits this one, 9-yard gain. That'll bring up 4th and short here. Fourth and 3. Big play here for both teams. Under pressure, looking to throw. And he's taken down! Turnover on downs! Looking. Lets this one go deep. And it is just over. Looking, they have a wide open receiver. He needs to take it. And he does. He catches it, steps out of bounds accidentally. Gets a 1st down though, and that's all you need. You just drive down the field. You don't need big plays. It is the 3rd quarter, and is just halfway through it. Hit Cage. Throws this one deep. It is a pickable ball, and it is picked off by Lookup. He is going to take this one to the 35. And that is just not a smart decision. We have not been seeing smart decisions here in this game here. And it's showing. They've thrown lots of picks. That is 3 picks apparently now. Accolade has thrown 5 picks. Anyone has thrown 2, and ZZZ has thrown 2. Looking. Hits the comeback. Incomplete. He's going to try to split them, but there are boundaries, unfortunately, I believe. Maybe there's not, I don't know. That'll bring up 3rd and 15. They send pressure. They've sent pressure every play the last few drives. And he is taken down as he throws. That'll force a punt. And they're going to go for it. This is kind of a dumb decision. It is a very dumb decision. LSU gets prime position on the field if they stop him here. And they will. A very stupid play call there from Mississippi State. We'll give LSU the ball. At the Mississippi State 34. Looking to throw, got a wide open receiver. Hit it. Open in the end zone. They will hit the short instead, and I'm okay with that. Hurdles him. Touchdown, LSU. Cage has got 4 catches for 3 touchdowns, and what a play there. The kick from anyone. It's up and good. 7-point game. With 6:35 left in the game. Or just 1:35 left in the third quarter. Under pressure, throws this one over the middle. Picked off by LSU! And that 4th man missing is doing Mississippi State some damage. Over the middle. It's caught. Up the middle. 32-yard gain. Pump fakes looking. Middle open. Hits it. And they're just a point after away from tying this thing up and coming back once again. We had a comeback early from Mississippi State. I'm going to return this one. And makes a man miss, and he's going to get to the 18. ZZZ is going to take a timeout. And he's going to try to hit the short. It is completed. And he's going to get a first. And more. Dives. 26-yard gain. I'm trying to set up a whole, like, friend thing, bro. Someone's trying to add me. Throws this one. Alright, they are getting a 4th player. Alright, sorry I have not read the chat in a second. What's up, Playtime? How you doing today? And I heard the pick sound effect. And it was picked. All knotted up now. LSU has the ball once again. Looks like MSU is going to get a 5th player. And that will be nice. They're going to hand this one off up the middle. And he's going to spin move. Cage. 18-yard gain, first down, and that will maybe take us to the end of this quarter. No, ZZZ is going to take a timeout, and they just have 1 remaining. He's going to peak clock at 30. That's interesting. So I guess he's just trying to get his player in. And Wave is back. So they now have 6. And that means Baltimore. So that will be the end of the timeout. So, 5v5 now. And here we go. Let's this one fly. Overshot, and we end the 3rd quarter all tied up. LSU trying to upset the number 2 team in the league. Trying to find someone. They have a slant in the end zone, and it's picked off, but... And it's a safety! Oh my goodness! Let's see. Yes, confirm it. That's a safety. I will confirm it on the spot. That is a safety. Alright, we are going to review it real fast. Okay. So I will show you guys all my screen, what I am seeing. Alright. What's up, Clicks? I have not seen you in a while. So, here is the play. We are going to put this thing. This was called a safety. So, we need evidence that it was not a safety. So. He lands in the end zone. The ball is over the... He turns. The ball is out of the end zone. Then he turns back. And the ball is right over his body. It is in the end zone now. And it was in the end zone when he was touched. Wait. When he was touched, was he already on the ground? Or was he standing up? Because that will have an effect. And when he was touched, he was on the ground. Call confirmed. Safety. Thank you all for sitting through that. First challenge of the year. Hits the slant, almost picked off. Yeah, clicks. I would make more videos like this. I enjoy this. Hits the slant. He's gonna try to get it first, but he cuts back and loses yards. .410 left in the game. Hits the slant. Completed. 18-yard gain. First down. Inside 4 minutes left. And he runs out of bounds for a 7-yard loss. Looking. Got time. No one rushing. But he does have to throw within 15 seconds once we have 2 minutes left in the game. He dives for the first down, and what a play there. If Baltimore does end up getting the touchdown, then Mississippi State would need a blocked field goal to maintain a one-possession game. This one's lobbed up. Picked off, but that is a very suspicious... And now we are going to go under review for MS. If this is MS, he will get kicked from the game. We will decide penalties later, like suspensions and stuff. He will get kicked from the game. It will be a touchdown. No, we'll put it at the 2, excuse me. So, here we go. We already have a second challenge here, and this game has gotten pretty chaotic. Alright. What matters is on the replay. That is... Because this is kind of just an objective... Not... Sorry, the replay is just an objective angle. My angle could be completely different. So we have to disregard whatever angle we are given unless it is the only angle we are given. The replay gets the advantage. As you see, the ball is in the air. He would need to be in the air to catch this. And he catches it. The very next frame, he is on the ground. I believe... We'll go frame by frame. It's in the air. Next frame. Picked off. Let's go back. It's right there. We're going to call it MS. We're going to call it MS. I just have to figure out spotting. That's all. So it was picked off at the... it was... Okay, he went in the end zone. Alright. So Wave is going to be kicked. He'll likely get suspended. Two. So, yeah. It will be first and goal here. And that is a monumental mistake there. Oh, Wave is gone. So a crucial MS. And that was hard. I wanted to be a little bit lenient just in case. But did he miss it? No, he did not. But I had to call it. And I'm glad everyone else agreed with me. He was at the 1, but he like rolled into the end zone. And it's fumbled and recovered by LSU. I'm sorry, my door's open. I gotta close it so I can be a little louder. kind of like rolled in the end zone a little bit, because it was a touchback. So since it was in the end zone, technically, I just gave it to him at the 2 because that's what the PI is. But between they scored either way, so I'm not worried about it. All of Wave's stats will be gone, by the way, from this game. And it's caught for the touchdown, and LSU is starting to pull away. And now we start to wonder how much of an effect Wave had on this game for Mississippi State. He was 6 for 6 on kicks, had a 51-yarder, season record amongst all teams, and that will all be wiped. Well, excuse me, me and Reds guy will look at the game and confirm like the call. We're not going to overturn it from the game. It will stand in this game, but we will we'll see. Well, was I wrong? No, I can guarantee I was right. But in case I was wrong, we'll just not punish him. We'll keep his stats. That is all that would happen if we decide it was not a miss. The game would not be overturned or anything. Looking to throw, lets this one go deep. It is on the money, and it is caught for the touchdown. It is good to see you, though, Micah. I have not seen you in a little bit. Looking. Sends pressure. He's pushed back. Cornered. Good rushing. Over the middle. And it's dropped by the receiver. And they can onside kick. Will they 4th and 25 or do the onside? And they will onside kick it. So it is a 5v3. Will they choose to try to block? Yes, one will block. And it's recovered. And fumbled. Recovered by the defense. Oh my goodness, he got TP'd. Or JP'd, excuse me. Or I don't know if that's possible on a, I think it is on a fumble. Or not a fumble, onside. It is also nice to have a new PC, Micah, so it actually is high quality. I'm going to put like a banner over the FF2 scoreboard, as this one's completed for a 25-yard gain, first down. So you guys can see the full screen, but like you don't see 2 scoreboards. For now, I'm just doing this. The old style, just crop the screen. Looking. He's got time. Over the middle and nearly picked off. Looking. They get a block. Throws. And he's popped. If you don't get this, you have to kick the field goal. Unless Wave was like your only good kicker. Of course, he got booted. So if you don't get this, I would kick it. Unless you are really not confident about your kicker. And that will be incomplete. That is not grounding. They're wanting to go for it. And this is a very interesting call. Very interesting call. A field goal makes this a touchdown game. A touchdown makes it a one-possession game. Either way is a one-possession game. This is just interesting to me. I don't understand the call. He got it, though. Touchdown, Mississippi State! He's got 23 targets on the day for 13 catches and 6 yards. SOS has been insane this game. They're going to go for 2 here. Another somewhat interesting call considering the amount of time left. I understand there's like 30 seconds left and you just want to kick a field goal to win it instead of tie it. And they'll miss it. So now they're going to need a touchdown. They cannot tie it with a field goal. And they like their onsides apparently instead of 4th and 25s. Which I would probably onside in this situation. But only 4th and 25. If, 30 seconds left, a minute left, or you're just down by a couple possessions. I'm okay with the call. Or they're trying to block you. But now LSU has it up 4 inside 2 minutes left in the game. Completes it. ZZZ misses the tackle. He's going to cut outside. He makes a man miss. Taken down at the 5. Maybe the 6. Yeah, the mark him at the 6. Clock now stops on out of bounds plays. On plays, whatever. Yeah, I think I said that okay. They had a running back lined up. He's going to roll out. Not open. Over the middle. Nearly picked off. Be 2nd and goal now. For me, I like to consider myself a decent QB. My biggest weakness, I will admit, is red zone offense. As this one's picked off. Look up. An LSU player walking on for Mississippi State. He's been back and forth. He started on Mississippi State, decided to play for LSU. Now he's back on Mississippi State. The slant is popped. They could challenge that for a fumble instead and get his yards because it was never recovered. So it would have benefited them for them to fumble instead of incomplete. This one's fumbled. They're gonna dive over it, but they recover it anyway. Oh my goodness, Accolade with a forced fumble. And the recovered fumble. He gets shoved into it. Looks like by an MSU player. You think lookup was MSing? Hits the screen. Touchdown LSU. Ten-point game, 1:15 left. Now, Mississippi State did break their record of most points scored in one of their games. In their first game of the season, they scored 52 versus Cincinnati in their 4-point win in a thriller. They are 1 point over that, and they need 11 more to stay in this game. With 75 seconds left in this thing, it will roll into the end zone. They will run it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback and get the ball at the 20. Not ideal field position to start, but it's better than wasting time and getting just there. Hit your check down. It was wide open, and they overshoot this one. That is just... We just haven't been seeing smart decision-making from these quarterbacks, and it's been showing for Mississippi State even more. They have a slant, check down, they miss it. They had 2 receivers in the area, they both missed. That is the 1-minute warning now. 3rd and 15. Looking. Over the middle, it is caught. Got space. Had 1 tackle to avoid. But they couldn't do it. So now they're going to be at the 42. They are out of timeouts. They use them all in the 3rd quarter trying to get subs in. And that could loom large. ZZZ rolling left, looking. And he's taken down as he throws. That is not grounding because he was hit. Got 2 people wide open in the middle. Yes, good decision. You don't have much time left. I wouldn't have tried to run it out of bounds considering you caught it in the middle of the field. You just have to work fast here. Work fast. Go for the 4th and 25. Go for 2. Set it for a field goal, but you have to get it here first. And it is swatted away. And so they have 20 seconds to get 2 scores here. It is possible. We've seen some crazier plays. And it's fumbled! Clock does run! And it's recovered by the defense! And LSU is going to upset the number 2 Mississippi State! Accolade with a fumble to seal the deal! What a game. This was such a great game. One of my favorites. They can just take a knee here. They're going to go in victory formation. And that will do it. LSU comes to Mississippi State and defeats the number 2 team. Oh my goodness, that was a pass. We'll look. We will take a look. I will take a look. I had no idea what I was supposed to be looking for, so thank you for... This is interesting. I've never... Oh, you were in a throwing motion? It doesn't necessarily have to be in a throwing motion. I mean, like, what I mean is, like, if it... Okay. We'll go here. Okay. So he's right here. He claims he was in a throwing motion. He lets it go, and it just kind of floats in the air, and it just never goes forward. I mean, it just never moves. I mean, if you actually threw it, it would have gone to the ground. It wouldn't have just, like, kind of floated up in the air, you know? Right here. Don't have much frames to work with throws. And it just kind of rolls to his helmet. You just don't have much frames to work with here. You just can't, you just don't have much to work with, you know? It's just, if I had a full 10,000 frames a second, you'd be able to tell, but I think it's still a fumble. I think it goes backwards a bit anyway. Maybe stays, but... Yeah, so it lands at the... Let's see where it lands. Well, now it just kind of rolls in the air. Okay, so it lands at the 43. And where did he throw it from? Maybe the 44, or the 41, 42. So it goes forward, but it just kind of comes out of his hands. It doesn't... It just doesn't really do much. I just don't have much to work with here. You just can't tell. And unfortunately, it's just going to have to stand. You can't tell, obviously, within that frame, if you threw it and it just kind of floated in the air. You know, you can't tell. Or it just rolled up his arm, and that's a fumble. It's just going to have to stand, unfortunately. It's just for Mississippi State. So that will do it. I believe the score was 63-54. Hope someone got stats. If they didn't, that's okay. But yeah, thank you all for showing up to this stream. This was such a fun game to watch. LSU, what's up, Zay? LSU with the upset. Ho ho, what a first game for LSU. You guys all have a great day. God bless. Have a good